welcome to Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Tonight's game is proudly presented by Bob's Thriftway, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, General Welding, the First American Bank of Lovington, the Lovington Schools, Devon Energy, and Knoll Pharmacy. You are looking live at Wildcat Gymnasium, the opener of the district volleyball season for both the Lovington Lady Cats and the Artesia Lady Dogs. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle, and teams that are on definitely different trajectories going here into the second season, Dawn, as my mask kind of starts going all goofy. But, yeah, Artesia 5-1, one of the top 4A teams in the state. Lovington at 0-6 and still looking for their first victory of the season.
Yes, and Artesia's only loss of the season so far has come to Hobbs. And Hobbs defeated Lovington in straight sets on Saturday in Hobbs. And that was Lovington's last time out. But they have had a day to sort of sort things out and to continue to improve and learn. And they have to know that they're facing a really tough team with Artesia. So they should be ready as they can be anyway to try to be mentally tough and to try to hang with Artesia. I think that the key for them is going to be just to try to play good basic volleyball, just to do the basics well and remember that against Artesia and try to hold service and try to rattle Artesia. A lot of times teams that come in that much better on paper sometimes will come in a little overconfident, and Lovington could just be poised and try to play as well as they can and try to get Artesia a little bit shaken and on the ropes. That's what Lovington did against Carlsbad, and they won their first set of the year doing that and then turned around and came very close to winning the next set. So it's going to be important for Lovington to just be on their game as much as they can be today and try to make as few errors as possible. Try to cut down their serve errors and their side outs and try to make quality hits to keep rallies going and to just get it back over the net against Artesia.
Well, you're absolutely right. And too many errors. How many times did we say that? Especially, I mean, we said it all season, but especially in the match against Hobbs on Saturday afternoon, it was just unforced error after unforced error after unforced error. And, you know, they really had a chance in a couple of those sets to keep it close or maybe even get a couple more points and maybe get a set win out of that, but just way too many unforced errors on the service, people and girls being in the wrong position on returns, not quality first hits. If they can eliminate the errors, this is a young team. They've only got one senior, and we have to remember that.
Right.
But, you know, it's going to be hard to win any matches when you're just making error after error after error.
Sure.
But I know Coach Stockton has probably been harping on that exact same thing, and so we'll see what they have tonight in store for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs.
Yes, and you know they have come a long way since their very first match of the season. They have improved. They have worked on some things that's very obvious in practice. And the problem with a really compacted season is you're playing games that sometimes you don't have time to practice within those games. You might have a match on Saturday, you're right back at it on a Monday or Tuesday. You might have back-to-back games on nights. So they actually had, 3 games in a 4-day period at one point, Lovington did. So it makes it a little hard to learn from your mistakes and try to improve on where you are if you don't have practice time to address those issues.
Well, that's absolutely right. You know, all teams have been facing that, and now we are into the final 2 weeks of the volleyball season. 3 games this week, 3 games next week, and then we'll decide, how the playoffs are going to work. We did hear from Sally Marcus on Monday during her weekly video conference chat that, they didn't know if we were going to be able to have a playoffs this year for the sport of volleyball. And, they were still working on that, waiting on some approval from the governor's office. But, it's going to be important because, some of the plans that I know have floated around are that only the district champs, if they do have a playoffs, are going to get a chance to go. So, really, you can throw the records out because the season restarts tonight with the district season. But there's a pretty good chance if you're not the winner of this district, you're not going to the playoffs.
That's right. So, and Lovington needs to keep that in mind in terms of the overall picture, but they really have to work on what's in front of them, and that is the game tonight. That's the match against Artesia tonight. They've got to do their best, set by set, and match by match, and then think about the playoffs, once they get into it next week. But tonight they face a big challenge with Artesia. They can rise to the occasion and to play their best, and if they do, then they'll show up well and they'll make themselves proud, I'm sure. They're going to actually be leaning on that leadership from players like Amber Barunda. They're going to look for the best they can from hitters, from middle hitter and middle blocker Riley Dunlap. They're going to look for the best serving and setting from Jasmine Preciado. And they're just going to look for the best from the girls who have done well and have been doing better over the last several games. Ortiz showing up against Hobbs, Castro, Chavarria, Aranda Sepulveda, Hernandez, Marquez. So they're going to need the best from each girl as they contend with Artesia tonight, and we expect Artesia to bring it. Artesia actually chose to come to Lovington tonight because Eddy County is still yellow in the designation for COVID-19, and that means they're not allowed to have fans in their stands. So they chose to come make this drive and come to Lovington, which Lee County, being a green county now, can have fans in the stands. So they were willing to make that drive, come over here, and there are a good number of Artesia supporters in the stands who wanted to be here, and a good number of Lovington supporters who are also here. So we welcome our visitors, and we hope that it's just a good match to watch tonight. I think both sides just want to play their best game, and fans for both teams want for the teams to play up to their potential and to enjoy the match against each other.
Right, absolutely. That's what you want to see, is just a good match and both teams playing extremely well. And you mentioned, welcome our visitors that made the trip in person, and wherever you are watching us tonight around the world, around Lee County, around Eddy County, on HobbsAmerica.com, on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, and I believe we were also linked at the Artesia radio station KSVP's website as well. So we thank Gene Dow for linking this game up on his site, so the folks there in Artesia who couldn't or didn't want to make the trip in this nasty weather could see their girls tonight.
And speaking of that weather, we certainly want to wish all of our visitors a safe trip home in what is definitely going to continue to be a windy night, getting even worse at dark, of course, with still lots of blowing dust and dirt, making that visibility very poor. So safe travels on the way back to the team and to the fans.
And it's actually the weather why we're getting on a little bit late, as there was some power problems here at Wildcat Gym, as we lost power during the JV game for about
15 minutes. Oh,
no,
was
it was closer to 40 minutes.
40 minutes, okay.
I mean, it was a long power outage, so finally got that up before Artesia defeated Lovington's JV in straight sets. But looking forward to this one as the girls continue to do their hitting and their warm-ups. Say a big thanks tonight to all of the good folks who make Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball possible here on HobbsAmerica.com, the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Couldn't do it without Bob Thriftway, Devon Energy, the First American Bank of Lovington, General Welding Supply, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Lovington Auto Supply, the Lovington Schools, and Knoll Pharmacy. We appreciate their help and support for the Lovington Lady Cats and also the Lovington Wildcats as well.
Well, it's going to be, I'm not sure, they have only 50 seconds left up on the pregame clock, but I have a feeling they're going to be maybe just stopping the warm-up.
And introducing the teams here in a few moments.
As soon as this warm-up period actually runs off the clock. So there still will be time for the introduction of players and teams, as well as the national anthem before we get this one started here at Wildcat Gym.
But definitely looking forward to it, and thanks so much for tuning in. Remember, on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, please do give us a subscription. We would certainly appreciate that. We're proud to be your home for Lovington Sports from Walmart Digital Solutions and One Radio Square Sports. Of course, Thursday night, we'll be right back here as District continues. Portales coming into town. Then Saturday with Goddard into town. Friday night, we'll have Lovington football from Goddard and the Wool Bowl. And we'll, of course, we'll have Lovington soccer as we move through the week as well. So we'll talk more about that. But right now, as they prepare for team introductions and the anthem, we'll take a timeout, come back with the opening set. This is Lady Cat Volleyball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
General Welding Supply, Inc., the only locally owned and operated welding supply shop in Lee County. Why is shopping local important? There are many reasons. Shopping local keeps your dollar right here in Lee County. The staff at General Welding Supply shops the same stores you do. How about support? General Welding Supply supports local by sponsoring schools and youth sports. Shop General Welding Supply in Hobbs and Lovington. General Welding Supply, a proud supporter of Lovington sports. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcbcnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle's new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that helps keep your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington, your Napa Auto Store.
Back here at Wildcat Gym, getting ready for the start of the Lovington Lady Cats and the Artesia Lady Bulldogs from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm TJ Miracle, and as we get ready for the opening set, here's the voice of the Lady Cats, Dawn Morgan.
Well, the Lovington Lady Wildcats need to do the basics tonight. They need to take care of the basics as well as they can. I think you don't worry about trying to do something fancy. You don't think about how tough your team and your opponent is. You worry about your own game and what you can control on your side of the court, and that is make the best first contact, make quality touches to that ball, get that serve over the net, and just worry about doing the basics, blocking at the net, and trying to keep your errors at a minimum. No line faults, and keep your side outs at a minimum. So if Lovington can do that, they're going to play better. And how well they play against Artesia, well, all they can control is what they can do on their side of the net, and they need to watch that tonight.
So let's see what happens as we get this one underway. Artesia will, of course, serve as the visitors. It'll be Riley Greer. She will start it off, and we are ready for set number one.
Serves over the net, and first touch is by Barunda. Preciado sets up Dunlap. Dunlap over the net. Artesia's libero handles that. Attempted kill. Preciado saves it. Ortiz hits it, and they're saying, uh-oh. Saying
I didn't catch the signal, but it is a score from Artesia, so
and
they'll break the ice.
Maybe it was a touch on the net. Maybe a girl did an illegal hit on the net. Second serve is up, a dig out. Lovington's got it, and Ortiz has put it up, but she went out of bounds to do it. Side out, second point for Artesia. They're quickly up 2-0.
And we talked about, and especially, not making mistakes in the Wildcat pregame show, but already a couple of mistakes have got them down 2-0 early.
Serve is up. Barunda with the first hit. Preciado sets up Dunlap. She's got it. Lovington saves it. Lovington's libero pops it up. It's back over the net, a free ball. All Lovington could do, though, is try to set it. Preciado gets it over to Sepulveda over the net. Artesia handles that. Attempted. Oh, nice block. Getting her hand up. I think that was Sepulveda at the net. It was Sepulveda.
Sepulveda and Ortiz were both in the neighborhood
right there.
So.
Somebody put their hand up. Nice block, but unfortunately, it's still a side out. So good attempt. Fourth serve by Artesia. Barunda with first contact. Preciado sets up Dunlap. Dunlap goes in for the kill. And it is hit and set by Artesia. Back over the net. Oh, just a little fingertip dink. Artesia answers. And then it is Marquez who sets it up. Barunda goes for the kill. Hits the net but goes over. Now Artesia hits it long. And that's going to be the first point for Lovington.
So out of bounds. There's a little bit of a scramble there for Artesia. Not really expecting, I think, Lovington to be able to save that one and get it back over. And then nice job for them to get on the board and get service.
3-1. And so Sepulveda serving. Artesia answers. They set up their outside hitter who gives it a fist bump. That's it. Oh, and Dunlap tries to just slap it back over, and it goes into the net. So
yeah, a little bit of a mistime on that jump there from Dunlap as her arm was already coming down. As she made contact and drove it right into the net.
So 3-1 your score. Artesia with the serve. Villa is serving. And Marquez with the first contact. They set up Barunda for the kill. Artesia answers. They set up for right. Oh, and an attempted block by Barunda. She gets a hand on it, but just can't push it back over. So another point for Artesia.
As Leon
up for 5-1.
And I think Barunda was really expecting to come over
kill.
And block and kill, and it was just kind of a little
soft,
dink. So.
Yeah, it was just a
and
soft hit.
Coach Stockton going to take the quick timeout with Lovington trailing 5-1 on the Knoll Pharmacy scoreboard. We're back in 30 with more Lady Cat volleyball from Walmart Digital Solutions and One Radio Square Sports.
Hey, Wildcat fans, Wildcat sports are back. No fans in the stands aren't going to hold the Cats back. Catch all the action on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, links on the school website, social media, also streaming live at HobbsAmerica.com. The Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats are the finest in the West, and we can't wait to cheer on all our athletes. Thank you to the Wildcat family for your continued support. We are Wildcat Strong. Go Big Blue!
Back here at Wildcat Gym, Artesia still serving with the call, Dawn Morgan.
And Villa serves it. Lovington with the first contact. They set up Barunda for the kill, and it does. It goes in. And trying to block that was Leon on the right side and could not get that return. So first kill for Barunda and second point for Lovington. More importantly, Lovington will have a serve now. Chavarria goes back to hit. 5-2 your score. Lovington trails. Good serve. Artesia handles that. It is set at the net by Greer and a little fingertip return, but Preciado got that back over the net. They push it back over. Barunda's got the answer. And now going in for the kill. Oh, and off the hands of Chavarria in the backcourt. I think if she had let it go, it looked like it might have been headed out of bounds.
Unfortunately, didn't have a choice there because Silva, when she knocked it over, it was actually touched by Ortiz, so she had to go for it. No choice there.
She did, because Lovington had already touched it. It was going to be a side out, no matter. 6-2. Artesia serving. Sepulveda with first contact. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill. Lovington answers. Greer setting up on the left. Oh, dig. Nice dig by Sepulveda, and then nobody can come in and help her. Sepulveda, after hitting it, cannot get up and touch that again. And unfortunately, Lovington just not coming in to help her. So nice dig from Sepulveda, though. And Artesia with the serve. Sepulveda with first contact. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill. Artesia answers. Greer goes over, serving up for the kill. Nice block at the net.
Great job by Barunda.
Great job, Barunda with a block. And actually it was a double block, and I think that was a Marquez at the net with her, but it was a great job of blocking, and it ended up with a point for Lovington. 7-3 your score. Artesia still leads, but Ortiz is going to be back to serve for Lovington. Timeout. official whistled.
And whoa,
Oh,
there was
no,
a
there was a
question, and
question,
so
and the
they're going to
point-
leave. They're going to say jump ball basically.
Okay.
And so they
They're
are going to take.
replay.
They
They're
are
going to
going to
take the point off, and they're going to read. They're going to serve again, and that's Silva serving for Artesia.
Yeah, now there's some questions
Interesting.
as to what the score should actually
Right,
be.
if they're going to remove the point or not, but I guess they're satisfied. Here comes the serve. And Sepulveda with the touch. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill. Oh, just too strong. Sometimes Barunda, she has so much power that sometimes her kills go long or go out of bounds, and that was the case there. Still a good hustle, but it's an error, and now it's 7-2. Artesia still serving. Chavaril with first contact. And then Ortiz gets it back. Preciado trying to get it over the net on that third hit. Doesn't go. So side out for Lovington. A point for Artesia, and they will continue to serve. And it is 7-2.
9-2.
9-2 now. Yeah, the score, I guess they're having some question. The ref, they've got a referee timeout right now while one of the officials has a conference with the official scorekeeper, and they're talking. That is Coach Alan Williams, the head coach of Artesia, over there with the referee talking.
And I have it 9-2 in our book, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure quite what the question is
They
here.
did take off that point that they had awarded Lovington when they basically called it a tie or jump ball, but they basically called it a replay of that point. And it's not proper that it's a jump ball like basketball, but that's what we were likening it to, saying that if we're playing that sport, that would be a little bit like what that was.
And they have changed it, and they have made it Artesia 8-2.
All right.
All right.
8-2. Silva still serving for Artesia. It's over. Sepulveda with first contact. Preciado sets up Ortiz. She returns it, gets it over the net. Artesia coming in for the kill, and it's side out. So it hits long. Destiny Johnson with a side out for Artesia, and that's a point for Lovington. It makes it 8-3. Lovington's going to get the serve back. Ortiz will be back to serve for Lovington. With a nice serve, goes to Artesia's libero. They're setting up for the outside hitter. Oh, it's a nice block. Artesia manages to get it back over the net, and Lovington is not following up. They're making some good plays, and after a block, you have to transition back and be ready to block that ball again. So off of the serve, Preciado setting up Marquez. Marquez returns it. Their libero saves that, and now hits it across. Goes out, side out. So Coda Beltran with an error for Artesia ends up making a point for Lovington. They make it 9-4, and it's going to be Barunda back to serve for Lovington.
And it'll be
Goes
out, so
out,
an
just out.
unforced error.
Again, what you want to do is you've got to make good serves. You just got to make good serves.
And that
if
was
you're-
very
if you're
close on the
Lovington. It
line,
was.
but there is an official standing right on it looking at it.
It looked like it was maybe on the line. Artesia with a serve, and Lovington with a mishit. They just
good
did
hit there.
not. Yeah, they had good initial contact, but after that,
Nobody there
that's
to
right.
get it, as it kind of came off funny off of the arms.
Artesia with another serve. That's going to go long, and it was good. Ortiz thought about returning that, but she whipped around and noticed and knew that it was going to go long, and so left it alone. So an error again with Beltran making an error. It's 11-5 now, and Lovington would get the serve back. Marquez will be back to hit for Lovington. Artesia answers. They're going to set up, trying to get it over the line. Actually, Destiny Johnson was just going to try to hit a free ball back over the net, and it went under the net instead. So
Yeah, she had her hands turned way over as she made contact with that. So
a couple of errors for her and for Lovington. The serve comes in from Lovington. Artesia returns. Preciado is going to set up Sepulveda, and Artesia answers. Got a hit going in for the kill, but that's handled in the backcourt. Then Preciado sets up Sepulveda for the kill and just kind of dinks it over. And Artesia a little bit out of sorts right now. Lovington has done what I said that they probably needed to do, is try to rattle Artesia just a little bit. 11-7. Lovington has cut this down to a 4-point lead for Artesia, and serving is Marcus. Artesia with a dig, and now attempted kill. Oh, and it's going to go way back. Oh, trying to save that is Barunda. But Barunda did what she could. Marcus kind of mishit that, and Barunda went way back to try to get that, to pass that back into play, and just could not. So good hustle, but it ends up being a point for Artesia. They'll get the ball back. It's 12-7. Artesia leading. Rodriguez will serve. Oh, and trying to dig. That's an ace for Rodriguez. It landed just at the feet of Barunda. She tried to dig that and return it and just could not. So Rodriguez will be back to serve again. This time Barunda gets that. Dunlap with a second hit. Then it's sent back over. Artesia on the rally. Attempted kill, but Marcus saves that. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill. Artesia libero handles that. Argo sets it. Oh, and then there is a
Argo,
good shot. Argo just blasted
killed it
that.
in. Yeah, through the defense, nothing Lovington could do there.
They had two girls in the back court. Barunda was back there with Ortiz, but they couldn't handle that. Artesia serving, and it's going to hit just inside. Cannot believe that. Second ace for Artesia, and now Lovington, Savannah Stockton wants a timeout, so we'll take it. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lovington Volleyball from Walmart Digital Solutions and One Radio Sports.
Pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Nowell Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Nowell Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Nowell Pharmacy located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Nowell Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
On the Nowell Pharmacy scoreboard, it reads Artesia 15, Lovington 7. Back here at Wildcat Gym from Walmart Digital Solutions and One Radio Square Sports. Lovington making a little run, but Artesia trying to stifle that. A couple of aces by Ashlyn Rodriguez for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs have made this a 15-7 game. I'm TJ Miracle, and as we get back to the action, here's the voice of the Lady Cats, Dawn Morgan.
And as we return, it will be Artesia serving. Rodriguez is going to be serving. She's got two aces, as TJ just said. Serves up. Lovington first contact by Marcus, and Preciado gets it over. Artesia setting up. And a nice block by Dunlap, still alive, although this has got to go over the net. Barunda does it, makes that in, and then trying to set it. Argo goes way high, and really that wasn't a quality touch, and Rodriguez did the best she could with it, but it ended up going way long. So again, Lovington has got Artesia, on the ropes just a bit here, 15-8, still down 7 points, but it'll be Preciado serving. And Artesia handles that. Return, it's dug by Marquez. They set up Sepulveda, and it stays alive. Artesia setting up. And a net error by Coda Beltran, their libero. So another error. That's a couple of errors for Beltran, a couple for Destiny Johnson, and a break for Lovington. It's 15-9. Lovington trails by 6. Preciado will be serving. Lovington does well with Preciado serving. She barely gets it across the net. That may have been strategy. And now a little rally going on. And Ortiz sends it back over the net for Artesia. Now they're going to set up for a big kill. And it goes long. And I don't think Lovington, one of the girls put up their hand, but I don't think they got it. They got the point on that. So, wow, they are really, they've got Artesia just a little bit rattled. Preciado serving again for Lovington. And an ace, another one. That fell at the feet of Greer, and Greer just could not dig that out. Nice serve. Preciado, it doesn't look like she's doing anything real fancy with her serves, but she's very effective at the service line. So she's got a couple of an ace. She serves. This one Artesia does handle, and goes over the net. Marquez with a nice dig. They set up Sepulveda for the kill. Artesia answers. They set up. And a nice block at the net. I think that was Dunlap.
And it was Sepulveda.
Okay. And this time it does. It falls over. over
And
the net,
Lovington
and
for point.
Lovington has a point. It falls out, and at the moment when I looked up, I thought it fell on the Lovington side, but it fell on the Artesia side. So a point for Lovington. They've got a little rally going on, 16-11, and there's a timeout, so we'll take it. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lovington volleyball from New Walmart Digital Solutions and One Radio Square Sports.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Back here at Wildcat Gym, timeout taken by Coach Alan Williams as Lovington going on a little run. They've cut it down to a 15-12 Artesia lead on the Knoll Pharmacy scoreboard. Back to the action out of the timeout. Here's Dawn Morgan.
And Preciado still serving for Lovington. And they have been able to make 3 points off of Preciado's serve. Only one of them an ace, though. Preciado with the serve. Artesia handles that. And, that was just a little bit of a fingertip roll. Instead of Alexis Silva going up and just nailing it, she just hit a little dinker right back over the net, and Lovington out of position, not able to handle that. 16-12, and serving is Greer for Artesia. Dunlap with first contact. Preciado setting up Ortiz, and Artesia handles that. They dink it. Just a little backhand over the shoulder return by Argo, and it just dinks right into the court. Lovington really needs to be trying to watch for those almost tight set balls and try to get them and handle those. So Lovington with the serve. Barunda first contact. Preciado setting up Dunlap for the kill. A nice block by Artesia. It comes back, and our Lovington just can't do anything with it. It was a double block, and I think it was Greer and Villa at the net.
Yeah, it was, and not anything really that Lovington could do. Artesia's playing soft at the net right now, and it's effective.
Greer with the serve, and it's going to be a side out. So an unforced error again on Artesia gives Lovington a point, 18-3, and it gives Lovington back the serve. Sepulveda will be back. Sepulveda has a dig, a kill, and a block in this match. He's got a good one going. And the serve is up. Artesia answers. Greer setting up Silva for a block. And dug out, saved, and returned by Lovington. And now attempted kill, but Ortiz handles that. Barunda gets it back over. Great rally going on. Artesia has that one saved, and they send it back over the net. A free ball. Now Preciado setting up Dunlap for the kill. And Artesia's libero handles that. Now there's a set for Silva to kill, and it does fall just in front of Marquez. Great rally, though. Good quality touches by both teams. Lovington showing a lot of maturity and a lot of good transitions in that rally. 19-13 is your score. Lovington trails by 6, and the serve by Villa is up, and it is handled by Lovington. Barunda going in for the kill. Artesia answers. Now they set up Silva for the kill. Lovington answers. Preciado sets up Barunda. Barunda, just a nice soft touchback. Artesia there to handle it, and they send it back over. Now Preciado sets up Dunlap. Dunlap returns it over the net, and now is set by Argo against for Silva.
And we are going to have a net violation on Lovington.
Lovington touching the net, going in. So unfortunately, that front line has killed some points for Lovington, and yet not been able to dig out some of those balls and return them. So that's a weak point for Lovington they need to work on. 20-13, Lovington is serving. Villa with the serve. And there's an ace as it landed in front of, that was Marquez, not able to step up and dig that out. So
third
Villa.
Ace. Third ace of the first set for Artesia servers.
Yeah, 2 from Rodriguez and 1 from Villa now, who is continuing to serve. This one is Doug. Preciado sends a free ball over the net, and Artesia handles that, and they set it back over. Ortiz able to set up Preciado with a second hit. Dunlap hits it back. And too hard and out of bounds on the right side. So a point for Artesia. It's now 22-13. Artesia is up and will have the serve. And it is Villa serving for Artesia. And it is handled. First contact okay. Sets up Barunda for the kill. Artesia handles that. 14 goes in for the kill. A nice block by Dunlap and Barunda at the net, but it goes off to the right, and there's nobody there to try to return that back over the net. So Lovington loses the point off of a nice block and what should have been a good play.
Yeah, should have been.
Villa with a serve, and Marquez gets that. Well, Preciado just sends it over. Instead of setting that for someone to come in for the kill, Preciado just sends a free ball over the net, takes Artesia by surprise. Lovington gets a point off of that.
Well, and I think that she saw that the entire near side of the
Was
court had been
up at
vacated.
yes.
And so if she could
Sent
get
it
it right
there.
there, and she did, nice job.
Yeah, good spotting, good read, and a good serve. But Artesia answers, goes in for the kill. Oh, and Chavarria probably should have let that go. It was going to go long, but Chavarria, sometimes there's nothing you can do. The instinct is to get there and try to hit it, and she did, but it went side out.
So now Silva will be serving for the set for Artesia.
24-14 is your score in the first set. Silva back to serve. She's a left-hander. Chavarria. First contact, Preciado sets up Barunda, and Barunda, instead of the kill, goes for a nice soft dink over the net. Nothing. It fell behind Leon. Nothing she could do to get it. Nice play by Lovington, and a kill for Barunda, her second. And a point for Lovington, 24-15. Oh, and then a service error by Ortiz, and that ends the set for Lovington. 25-15 your score, and we will be back in 2 minutes with more Lovington volleyball from the Walmart Digital Solutions and One Radio Square Sports.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
General Welding Supply, Inc., the only locally owned and operated welding supply shop in Lee County. Why is shopping local important? There are many reasons. Shopping local keeps your dollar right here in Lee County. The staff at General Welding Supply shops the same stores you do. How about support? General Welding Supply supports local by sponsoring schools and youth sports. Shop General Welding Supply in Hobbs and Lovington. General Welding Supply, a proud supporter of Lovington sports. Find them fast at names and numbers.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcbcnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Back here at Wildcat Gym, getting ready for the start of set number 2. Lovington falling 25-15 on the Knoll Pharmacy scoreboard. In set number 1, I'm TJ Miracle. Here's Dawn Morgan.
Welcome back. Although Artesia won that first set, Lovington had a lot of quality touches, some good points. Unfortunately, they followed up some really good play with some errors. But they will get to serve starting the second set, and Preciado is back to serve for Lovington. It's a whole new set. Lovington can win. Good serve. Artesia handles that. Greer setting up for the kill, but Marquez answers, and now Preciado setting up. Oh, she set up Aranda, and Aranda with a one punch could not get it over the net. So
yeah, Aubrey again just a little bit out of position. She was a little bit far back, and again on the down.
She was
with her arm.
She was back on one leg, on one of her heels, and didn't have good balance to be able to for good ball control. So Silva serving again, and digging it out is Barunda. Preciado setting up Ortiz on the right side. Nice follow through. Artesia handles up, gets it back over. Sepulveda setting up Artesia. Oh, Artesia at the net trying to push it over and can't. So the point is made on an error close to the net.
And again, a little bit far back from that. Looked like she was expecting to come over more from Sepulveda and just didn't, and so was out of position.
2-0. Artesia's up. Still Silva still sitting and serving. Marcus digs that out, then gets a set, and then sends it, but it goes out of bounds. A good return, but just by a ball's width is long. And Artesia watches that go out and makes a point on it. 3-0, Alexis Silva. They've made 3 points on her serve. Barunda answers that. Presidio serving. Oh, she sets up Ortiz for that. Ortiz managed to get it
but
back
they are
over the net.
going to say that it was a violation. It went around on the pole.
Okay, so a pole violation. If it touches the pole or the antenna or the pins, as they're sometimes called, it's an immediate side out. Silva on the serve. Barunda with the first touch. Preciado sends it up and sending it back over. Up. They're going to say it was a net violation, and that was at the net by Destiny Johnson. So that's a point for Lovington. That's a good break for the Lady Cats, and that makes it 4-1 in this second set. They are down a set. They really got to make this one count. If they could battle back and get this set, we'd be in business. And that is back to serve is going to be Aranda, and it goes out. So again, an unforced error, an error on the serve gives the point to Artesia and gives them the serve back.
As Aranda will check out, and Tess Hernandez will come in her spot.
And it's going to be Argo back to serve for Artesia. And it's Barunda with first contact. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill. Oh, Barunda, an uncharacteristic hit into the net. She went up a little soon for it. She was anticipating. She went up soon, and her arm came down and hit it into the net.
Yeah,
so
and Coach Stockton just pointing and saying, work on where you're hitting.
Right, Argo with the serve, and Barunda answers. Preciado sets up her. She sends it back over the net. Artesia answers. Now Artesia comes in. Man, their libero snuck in for that one. They send it back over the net. A good rally, and this time it's going to be the error on Lovington as Hernandez hustled and dug that, but it went out, side out. Again, a good rally, some good touches and digs by both sides, but it ends up with a point for Lovington. 7-1 your score. A point for Artesia. Artesia leading, and there's an error on the serve. It's in. It's
an ace.
I thought it was going to be out. It hit just inside. So Argo with an ace.
And a timeout taken by Coach Stockton. The Knoll Pharmacy scoreboard reads Artesia 8, Lovington 1. We're back in 30 seconds. Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball from the Walmart Digital Solutions and One Radio Square Sports.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle's new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that helps keep your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington, your Napa Auto Store.
Out of the Wildcat timeout, it's still Artesia serving 8-1. The Lady Bulldogs in the lead with the call. Dawn Morgan.
Argo serves for Artesia, and Barunda gets first contact. Preciado sets up her. She goes in for the kill, but it's long. Once again, a good hit, but it goes long out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say a tip that
So they're
going to
say
award
a
the point.
tip, and they're going to change the point.
They're say that Artesia, one of the girls went up, finger-tipped, and touched that before it went out. So the point is for Lovington. 8-2 is your score. A good break for Lovington. Sepulveda to serve. And their libero handles that. And then again, and Ortiz hitting it right back into the net. Instead of going over, it goes into the net. So
yeah, she didn't even try to set it. She just went ahead and tried to return it. And so that turns it back over on the other side as Beltran will serve now.
Sometimes you just got to take the time to make a quality touch. Beltran serving, and it's too hot off of the hands of Hernandez in the back court, and an ace for Beltran. Beltran is their libero. She's their backcourt defensive specialist, and she's got a good jump serve, a lot of spin on that serve. It makes it hot. Preciado setting up Barunda for the kill. Artesia answers, and now Argo sets. And it falls in. That was a point, a kill by Villa. It did.
It was dug out.
It was
nice
dug
job
out
there by Hernandez.
Yeah, Hernandez, I thought might Yeah, I thought that was for sure going to
But
get
on the
killed.
way the other way, Villa goes ahead and kills it
That's
in front of
right.
Barunda.
And so it does end up just a longer point for Artesia, but a nice dig, a pancake dig there. And the jump serve is over, and unfortunately, that's going to be a point. That's going to be another ace for Beltran because
Yes.
Lovington just could not get a second touch on that ball. The
Yep.
first touch went wide, and it was not handleable.
Castro ran out of room.
Yep. The serve is up. It's a tough one, but Lovington manages to handle it. Gets it back over the net, and now, they get it back
Be
over,
out.
but it's going to be a side out. Hernandez with, a good try at that, but it goes out of bounds. So a point, another one for Artesia, and it's going to be Beltran serving again. There she is. And this time Hernandez digs it. Preciado with a second touch. And third touch is by Barunda, who just doesn't have enough room. She's not in position to be able to return that ball over the net.
Miscommunication on the far side over there between Sepulveda and Preciado as Preciado wound up taking it, and that just left everybody out of position.
And another serve, and this is going to go long. Wisely, Hernandez was getting ready to try to return that and watched it go over her head and let it go. So finally a service error by Beltran after a couple of aces gives the point to Lovington, and the serve backs 14-3. Artesia leads, and back to serve is Castro, who's in. That's return. Greer is setting up for the attempted kill, but it's saved by Castro. And now a free ball over the net by Marquez. Artesia, they're with their own rally going, and the attempted kill goes over the net, handled by Lovington. Preciado sets up, and Barunda gets it over the net. Artesia sets it up, and it's going to go long. That's an error on a Greer, who sends that ball long. So another break by the Lady Cats. It's 14-4 now. And still serving is Castro. Castro gets that over net. Oh, nice serve. She saw, and I don't know that it was on purpose or not, but she had a nice spin. It was a loft, but a spinning loft serve, and where there is a wide hole right in their front, the right side for Artesia. Now this serve, unfortunately, she ends up going to get long. If I were her, I would have done the same serve that she just did, because Artesia didn't change anything. They left that hole on the right side, on their front right hitter side, completely open. So Lovington losing the point and the serve. And this serve is handled by Sepulveda, and hitting it over is Castro. Artesia answers. There's a setup, and it goes over the net. They're going to say there was a net violation.
On Lovington.
A line violation on Lovington at the net. So
again, another unforced error cost the Lady Cats a point.
It does. 16-5 now, and Artesia is trailing. That'll be number 2, Harvey, to serve. Lovington answers. Preciado setting up Marquez at the net and going up for the block, but she didn't need to block it because Lovington, it went into the net instead. I think that was Greer who was going up to try to block that, but it was into the net. Lovington with the losing a point, and Artesia serving. Preciado sets up Barunda. Barunda tries the kill. It goes over and ends up being a point for Lovington. A miscommunication over there on the right side among Greer and Villa.
And that'll be Barunda's third kill of the evening.
Yes,
so
it
nice
is.
job for her. And it gets Lovington the serve back, trailing 17-6.
And it will be Barunda serving for Lovington. Nice serve. And Artesia ends up being able to save that on the third hit. Now they set up Aranda, but Aranda can't bring the kill in bounds. It goes outside out there on the left. And that means a point for Artesia, and Artesia will get the serve back. 18-6 is your score, and serving for Artesia is number 8, Greer. And Artesia handles that. Preciado pushes it over the net, and now Argo is going to set up Silva for the kill, but Silva has made a couple of errors over there in that outside hitter left side area there for Artesia. She's made 2 or 3 hits that are long. And that gives Lovington the point, and the serve back. 18-7 is your score. Marquez is serving for Lovington. Artesia answers that, and they save it. The ball's out of bounds, but it is number 10, Villa, who ends up getting it back in. But then Artesia cannot get it back over. Nobody in position to handle that. So Lovington with the point,
and
18-8.
out of hits too. So
yep, out of hits. I mean, if they had taken another hit, it would have been a 4th hit error anyway. Lovington with the serve, a nice one. Artesia handles that though, returns, and now the return is dug out by Marquez. Preciado is going to set up Aranda for the kill. Aranda, too many Wheaties. Again, it goes side out, almost where her last one was. Still good hustle. She was in the right place. She's where she needs to be. She's just missing, just a little inaccurate on her hits. That gives the point to Artesia, and Artesia with the serve. Lovington answers, and this time Aranda gets it over.
And we're going to have a line violation on Artesia.
And I think it was on Argo. I think she got a foot over the center
Leon.
line.
They signaled 1-4. Coach
Okay.
Williams asked, and that's what the side judge on the near side said.
And Leon is in there in the outside hitter, left side position for Artesia. So a point for Lovington, 19-9 your score, and Preciado serving for Lovington. First contact is handled. Then they set up. Oh, and a nice block, number 1 and 9. That was Sepulveda and Castro. I'm going to give them both a double block for that. And it came down too tight for Artesia to be able to handle. 19-10. Lovington scores a lot of their points off of Preciado's serve. Here she is. She's back again. Artesia handles this. And again, Argo sets. And they return that over the net. First contact is good. Preciado sets up Villarreal for that. Artesia has an answer, though. They send it back, and Villarreal gets a second touch on that. Marcus sends it over the net, a free ball of sorts. Artesia handles that. They set up for the kill, and yes, it's Leon who comes in. Leon a little mad, I think, after having that creating that error a few minutes ago, and she goes in for her first kill of the night. It's 20-10, third kill, and it is 20-10. Artesia leading Silva back to serve. And Marquez handles that. Preciado setting up Castro for the kill. Artesia answers that, sends it back over the net. Now Preciado sets up Sepulveda. Sepulveda tries for the kill. Artesia answers that. There's a block. Or Barunda with a nice dig and a return. Sepulveda with a return over the net. Artesia answers that. And another attempted kill. Villarreal digs that. Preciado is going to set up Villarreal. She sends it over the net. Artesia almost can't do it. Then, this is a great rally. Artesia finally with another hit. Marquez digging that out. Castro sets up Barunda for the kill. She handles it. Their libero answers. And now Artesia going for a small dink. Oh, Barunda with a great kill. Oh, and the point, they're going to say net violation right there. Oh, what a great rally. Really quality touches and great digs by both teams. And it ends up with a point because of a net touch. Lovington loses that point. 21-10 is your score. Lovington trails. Silva serving for Artesia. And Marquez handles that. Preciado sets up. Lovington gets it over the net. Artesia returns, and there's another kill by Leon. That's her fourth in this match, and she's been a big lady cat killer. 22-10 is your score.
And Silva doing most of the damage on the service for the Lady Bulldogs.
Silva serving. Barunda with first contact. Preciado sets up Castro. Castro sends it over the net. Artesia answers. And now there's a set. Their libero tries. She's got a big arm, but it goes out of bounds. It goes wide. So another error on Cody Beltran. A hitting error gives Lovington the point, and it gives Lovington the serve back. It's going to be a Villarreal back to serve for Lovington. Nice serve. Coda Beltran returning that. Oh, and they set up. Oh, and it does end up being a point. However, nice attempted block by Sepulveda and Barunda at the net, but they don't manage to block it completely, and it falls in for a point. 23-11, and it is Argo serving. Lovington answers with first contact. Barunda tries a little dinker over the net. That's the danger when they can see you coming. Both 8 and 14, Greer and Leon were right there with a stuffed block.
Yeah, and Leon's the one who got the hand on it and just put it right over the net, and nobody in position.
So Argo with the serve. Oh, and Preciado pushes it over the net after first contact. Artesia answers and just dinks it over exactly in the corner, and that's it. 25-11 is your score, with Artesia winning the second set against Lovington. We'll be back with the third set, and we will have more Lovington volleyball from Walmart Digital Solutions and One Radio Square Sports.
Hey, Wildcat fans, Wildcat Sports are back. No fans in the stands aren't going to hold the Cats back. Catch all the action on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, links on the school website, social media, also streaming live at HobbsAmerica.com. The Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats are the finest in the West, and we can't wait to cheer on all our athletes. Thank you to the Wildcat family for your continued support. We are Wildcat Strong. Go Big Blue!
We're the pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now a Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now a Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now a Pharmacy located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now a Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Back here at Wildcat Gym, Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball continues from New Walmart Digital Solutions and One Radio Square Sports. The Lady Cats falling 25-11 in set number 2 on the Knoll Pharmacy scoreboard. And as we prepare for the start of set number 3, here's the voice of the Lady Cats, Dawn Morgan.
Lovington, again, losing that second set by a worse score than the first one, but they had some long rallies. They did some good things in that set. They had some quality touches, and they were doing some things a little bit better. They transitioned. There were 2 or 3 times where they kept the rally going longer. They transitioned from offense to defense a little better. They still lost that set, but they have some things to build on, and they didn't get skunked in that second set. They can think about battling back in this third set. It is going to be the Artesia libero, Coda Beltran, back to serve. And it's a hot one, but Marquez answers that. Preciado serving at Castro for the kill. Artesia handles that. Greer serving and Greer is setting up, and Leon got a good serve on, or a good setup on that, and was able to send a kill into the backcourt against Lovington. So 1-0. Beltran still serving, and her running jump serve goes into the net this time. It's a hot serve, but she has had a couple of service errors as well as a couple of aces. Lovington gets the point and the serve. Sepulveda back for Lovington. Artesia digs that out, and then it's too much Wheaties. Leon trying too hard over there in that outside hitter position and sends it long outside the backcourt of Lovington. Lovington gets the point and the ball back. Sepulveda back to serve. 2-1, Lovington leading. Artesia answers that. Silva with the ball back over, and Sepulveda answers. Preciado serving at Barunda for the kill. Artesia answers. They set up Beltran for the kill. Oh, Sepulveda with a nice dig, and then it's Preciado over the net. This time, Artesia with a hot spike from Greer. Nothing that Lovington could do. Nobody in position over on that right side in the back court. So that's a point for Artesia. They even it up at 2 apiece, and it'll be Silva serving. And there's a substitution as number 3, Destiny Johnson, comes in for Ashlyn Rodriguez. Silva back to serve. And Marquez gets first contact. Preciado serves, sets it up for Barunda. Sends it over. Artesia answers. Destiny Johnson with the ace. Destiny Johnson with her first kill, not an ace, but a kill, sends it back over. And Lovington just a little out of position. Nobody in that front row turned around in position to be able to return that over the net. A point for Artesia. Silva serving. And Marcus handles it. Preciado serving at Barunda for the kill. A block, a big double stuff block by both Argo and Leon right there at the net. So I'm going to give it to both of them. I think it was a double block.
But
and
the point goes to Lovington.
The point goes to Lovington because of that. Okay, that was an illegal hit. That was somehow that was, I think that was an illegal hit that he was motioning. So it's going to give Lovington the point, 3-3. And Chavarria with the serve. Artesia answers. And a spike attempt. Artesia answers momentarily as getting a hand on it, I believe, was Chavarria, but it ends up going side out. Nobody can get over there in time to get a handle on it. So Artesia with the point and the serve. And Lovington answers. Chavarria with the second contact. Preciado sends it over the net. Artesia with an attempted spike. Oh, Lovington saves that. Preciado sends it back over the net. Beltran handles that. And now Artesia gets it over. Lovington answers. Preciado setting up. Oh, and it's going to fall. It hits the net. Barunda gets the kill on that. Barunda had a nice set by Preciado again and just punched it over. And it goes right across the net and falls right into the front court of Artesia. Lovington with a point and the serve, and this is going to be short. I could see that coming. Castro on the serve with an error, and that means that Artesia gets the point. 5-4. We've got a barn burner going in this third set. It's a must-win for Lovington. Artesia with the serve. That's Leon back. Artesia, Lovington answers. Preciado sets up for the kill. The kill is handled and does not become a kill or a point. Lovington with some good hits, keeps the rally going, punches it across the net. Attempted kill by Destin. Oh, and it's off the hands of Lovington. I think it would have gone out, but it hit off the hands, I think, Sepulveda. But still, good place. Lovington, again, showing in position well. They're just not able to get good hits. Artesia with the point and the serve. Lovington answers. They set up Barunda for the kill. Artesia handles that. Argo setting up Johnson for the kill. No, it's dug out by Chavarria. Now Barunda sends it over the net. And it's going to be an attempt. Oh, and it does fall in. They set up Villa for the kill, and that's her second of the match, and makes a point for Artesia. Artesia starting to stretch it out now. 7-4 in this third set.
Yeah, very dangerous point in the match. You're just down by 3, but you need to break serve right here.
Leon with the serve. Barunda first contact. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill, and it goes long. Barunda again, great position, good contact, and then just not accurate hitting, and ends up with a point for Artesia. 8-4 now, and Leon with the serve. Chavarria digs it out. Preciado setting up Barunda for the kill. Nice hit, but Artesia handles it. And on their third hit, it goes into the net. So a hitting error by Greer gives Lovington the point. And the serve back. 8-5. Lovington showing some life. They're not dead yet. Barunda is going to be back to serve for Lovington. And Lovington can close the gap here. Artesia handles that. Argo setting up. Oh, and it drops in. Just a little punch by Villa, and it hits into the back court. And again, that's going to be the third kill for her, and Lovington loses the point. 9-5. They trail by 4. Artesia with the serve. It's going to be Rodriguez. She's got a couple of aces for Artesia in the match so far today. Lovington answers. Barunda with the yes, and it's going to fall. Barunda hits a little hit back over the net. It had some spin on it. She hit it with the flat of her hand, and it spun, hit the net, and dropped right into the front court. And that was a nice break for the Lovington Lady Cats.
Definitely
nice,
a good break.
Nice point. Barunda, very happy with that. 9-6 is your score, and Mark is back to serve, and it ends up being an ace. An ace because it went off the hands of Rodriguez and went side out before any of the Artesia players could get over there and try to save that. So an ace for Marquez and another point. 9-7. Marquez continuing to serve for Lovington. They've got a chance here. Oh, and a free ball. A free ball. Nothing on that whatsoever. It floats over and then lands in between Sepulveda and Dunlap in the front court. A point for Artesia, and Artesia will get the serve back. I think that's Argo. Is that Argo or Greer back serving?
That's Greer.
That's Greer. 10-7. Lovington trails. They handle the serve, though. Preciado sets up Sepulveda. Sepulveda goes up, just a little missed time. She's going to go in for the kill and hits it down. So that is a point again for Artesia. 11-7. Artesia with the serve. Again is Greer. Barunda with first contact. And they set up. Sepulveda gets it over the net. Artesia handles that. And inside out. So it was touched by Artesia. Villa realized that she had to hit it back because it hit the top of the net. And then it ended up falling over. So a nice point for Lovington. Lovington is, I was about to say, they didn't put that point up yet. 11-8 now. Lovington trails, but Preciado serving for Lovington. And at the net, that's Greer setting up, and an error by Villa. Villa hits it into the net, and that is going to be a point for Lovington. 11-9. They've shaved it down. Just a 2-point lead by Artesia. Preciado is serving. Lovington makes a lot of points when Preciado is serving. And Beltran handles this one. Greer is going to set it up for a kill, but Lovington digs it. Marquez with the dig, Preciado with a set, and it was Barunda going in what would have been her 5th kill of the match, but it goes into the net instead. Another unforced error by Lovington gives Artesia the point. 12-9. Artesia leads. Beltran is going to go back to serve for Artesia. A lot of spin on that serve. And I think it was going to go out. And this time it's returned by Marquez, but it ends up being an ace for Beltran because it goes out. Beltran has so much spin on that ball. You've got to be really accurate with your contact off of her serve. This one, it goes long. She does as many errors on her serve as aces, but that time a point for Lovington. They're still in it. This is 13-10, just trailing by 3. And Lovington with the serve, Sepulveda back. Artesia handles that. And there's a set, and it was just a soft. And I tell you what, Silva saw that she didn't have to kill it. She didn't have to nail it. All she needed to do was a little fingertip dink, and it dropped right into the front court. Lovington out of position to be able to return that. 14-10, Silva serving. And Barunda handles that. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill. Greer handles it. Artesia still alive. Johnson goes in for the kill. Marquez handles it. Preciado sets up Barunda for the kill. It would have gone out, but Silva got her left hand on it and sent it side out. So a point for Lovington. That was a good return because it was close enough. It looked to Silva like it could hit inside the line, so she reached for it and pushed it out. 14-11, and Chavarria serves for Lovington. Beltran handles. They set up Leon with another big kill in the outside hitter location there on the left side. That's her sixth kill of the match. 15-11 your score, and it's Argo serving. Barunda with first contact. Sepulveda sets up Barunda for the kill. Silva handles that. Now they set up Johnson over the left side. She dinks it over. Preciado with the second contact. Barunda sends it over. Artesia answers. Beltran. And there's a free ball. Nice dig. But it goes out of bounds. Sepulveda with a sliding dig, but she just doesn't have enough time to hit a quality ball back over the net. So a point for Artesia and a timeout. 16-11 your score. Artesia leads. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lovington volleyball from Walmart Digital Solutions and One Radio Square Sports.
Comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Back here at Wildcat Gym, the Lovington timeout. The Lady Cats trailing on the Knoll Pharmacy scoreboard 16-11. Back to the action. Artesia on the serve with the call. Dawn Morgan.
And Lovington with some really good play, some really good spurts of good quality touches on that ball. Nice long rallies, catching some breaks, but they have let Artesia have the ball back, and Argo is serving. Barunda first contact, Sepulveda second, and Castro gets it back over the net. Artesia, they're going to set up for the and just Barunda gets a hand on it. Marcus is right there, and they just can't get it up to get it back over the net. So it becomes a kill again for Leon. That's her 7th of this match, and it keeps Argo serving for Artesia. It's a good dig. Preciado sends it, pushes it right back over the net. Artesia handles that. Oh, and they're going to say a net. Yes, I saw that. That point is for Lovington. It was a line violation, I think, or net violation by Artesia.
Yeah, just coming up way too hot and heavy from the back there, I believe, was Argo. So gives Lovington the point and the serve back.
17-12. They trail by 5. Castro serving for Lovington. A nice spin on her serve. Nothing. That was a great ace by Castro. It came in low, and there was nothing that Destiny Johnson from the back court could do from that back row. So an ace for Castro, a point for Lovington, important. And second serve comes in. It's a hot one. This time Johnson able to handle that. And there is a dink return. And again, coming in, trying to save it with a dig is Chavarria. But that was just a little fingertip dink by Artesia. They're good at reading the defense and putting the ball where they need to, whether it's a kill or a soft dink. And that's Leon serving. Chavarria answers. Preciado sending it Barunda for the kill. Barunda sends it over, and Silva can't handle it. Gets a hand on it, but goes side out. So a kill, another one for Barunda. That's her 5th of the match, and that gives a point to Lovington, 18-14. This is where Lovington needs to hold serve and make some points. Barunda is serving for Lovington. Beltran answers. And they set up for the kill, but a nice dig and a save by Chavarria. She's going to get it back over the net. And then they set up Johnson for the kill. Chavarria again with a nice dig. And coming in is Preciado with a set. And Chavarria answers it. Beltran digs. Artesia sets. And there's, and a nice dig to save it from Barunda. Preciado setting up. Marquez ends up. Preciado sending it back over. It's a long rally and a good one. Artesia sets up for the kill. And they end up getting it into the net. That is Greer who sends it into the net. It really was kind of just a tight set and nothing that she could do. The point to Lovington, 18-15. They'd only trail by 3. Barunda with the serve. Nice serve. Beltran digs it. Artesia sets it, going in for the kill, but Barunda digs it. And it's a side out. Barunda with good return, but it went too far for Preciado to be able to get out and touch that. So point goes to Artesia, 19-15. Lovington trails. Artesia will serve, and it's Rodriguez back to serve. She has 2 aces for Artesia today. Barunda with first contact. Preciado setting up Sepulveda. Sepulveda sends over a free ball. Artesia sets up Beltran, goes in for the kill, and it's long! Goes into the backcourt. Lovington watches that sail over. They get a point on that, 19-16. They trail by 3, but they get the serve back. Marquez will be back to serve for Lovington. This is a barn burner. This is the 3rd set, and it's do or die time for the Lady Cats. Good serve. Beltran touches that. They set up for the kill, but Barunda able to get a handle on that. Second contact. She gets her 3rd contact by Barunda, and now Artesia sends it over the net. Preciado now setting up Sepulveda. She sends it over. Beltran answers. Argo is going to set up. Little fingertip dink. Sepulveda says, not this time. And now Preciado sets it up. Sepulveda sends it back over. Artesia handles that. They set up Silva for the kill. She sends it. And it falls in. Just falls in on the back left side. Barunda watched it and didn't handle it. She thought it was going to go long, so she put her hands down, and it's a point for Artesia. 20-16, and it's Greer back serving for Artesia. Castro first contact. Preciado sets up Dunlap for the kill, and Greer handles that. Beltran goes in for the kill. And Barunda handles that. Preciado sets up Barunda. She sends it back over. Beltran says no. They set up Silva for the kill, and it goes long. A point for Lovington. It is 20-16. Lovington getting the serve back. And that time, the Lovington heads swivel. They watch it go out of bounds. Preciado now serving for Lovington. Lovington's on a little rally, 20-17. Only 3 points down. Preciado serve. Beltran with the answer. Greer with the setup and attempted kill. And this one goes off the hands. It looked like a double block up at the net by Castro and Dunlap. It goes side out, but it was touched by Lovington. And so Artesia gets the point. Beltran will be back to serve for Artesia. 21-17 your score. Barunda with first contact. Now Preciado sets up Castro. She sends it over the net. It's Rodriguez who saves that. Free ball coming back over to Lovington. Barunda has it now. Good set, but Artesia digs it. And they send it back over. Preciado saves it. And now, the kill and a good dig by Barunda. And on the third hit to try to get it back over the net, Lovington cannot handle it.
I don't know how Marquez got to that when it was such a hot shot.
Yep.
Got it up, and they managed to get it back over. And a timeout going to be taken on the floor. 22-17 Artesia on your Knoll Pharmacy scoreboard. We're back in 30 from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Supply Inc., the only locally owned and operated welding supply shop in Lee County. Why is shopping local important? There are many reasons. Shopping local keeps your dollar right here in Lee County. The staff at General Welding Supply shops the same stores you do. How about support? General Welding Supply supports local by sponsoring schools and youth sports. Shop General Welding Supply in Hobbs and Lovington. General Welding Supply, a proud supporter of Lovington sports. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Back here at Wildcat Gym and back to the action. Dawn Morgan.
Beltran serving for Artesia, and Barunda handles that. It ends up going back over. Artesia going in for the kill, yes, and it is. Leon, she's got another kill. That one went, I think Lovington again thought it was going to be long. They looked behind them. Nobody tried to get a handle on that, and it hit just in bounds. 23-17, Artesia leaving. Beltran is there with the set is Preciado set up Dunlap for the kill. Dunlap hits it long. So a point, and we are now at match point. This is set point, match point, 24-17. Beltran serving. Barunda handles it, but it's too hot, and it goes off of her hand. 25-17 is the score of this third and final set as Artesia sweeps the Lady Cats today, and we will be back to wrap this one up in 2 minutes. Lovington Volleyball from New Walmart Digital Solutions and One Radio Square Sports.
Hey, Wildcat fans, Wildcat sports are back. No fans in the stands aren't going to hold the Cats back. Catch all the action on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, links on the school website, social media, also streaming live at HobbsAmerica.com. The Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats are the finest in the West, and we can't wait to cheer on all our athletes. Thank you to the Wildcat family for your continued support. We are Wildcat Strong. Go Big Blue!
We're the pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Back here at Wildcat Gym, the final as the Lovington Lady Cats falling in straight sets tonight to Artesia in the district opener, 25-15, 25-11, 25-17. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Dawn Morgan as we are into the Lady Cat postgame show here. So, Dawn, some things for the Lady Cats to build on, and, you know, kind of a mixed bag. A much better third set, but again, just some errors down the stretch kind of got them there.
Yeah, I think that they played much better against Artesia than anybody would have thought, looking at their records going into this, with Artesia at 5-1, now 6-1, and Lovington at 0-6. They really had some strong sets and some long rallies. I think Lovington did much better on their serve returns, their quality of contact on their first contact balls, and they were able to keep rallies going longer with more quality hits, with positioned girls in better position to be able to make quality second and third contact as well, get those back over the net, and so they were not losing so many points right off of the serve. In fact, I have Artesia down for aces from Argo, Beltran, and Rodriguez and Villa, and I only have 6 serve aces down. I may have missed a couple there, but still not as much as what you would think for Artesia. In other words, I don't think Artesia dominated this any of those 3 sets to the point that that you would have thought that they would have. Lovington was able to get in there and actually improve and show some really great signs of improvement, and they actually led in the second set.
Third set.
In that third set, they actually led. It took a little more time. It was a little more back and forth. They forced Artesia to be back on their heels just a little bit defensively, and rattled them a little bit. And Lovington was able to really come through with some quality points and some quality serves as well. They got a couple of aces today. Marquez had an ace. Castro had an ace. Preciado had an ace. Barunda ended up with 5 kills. I've got her credited with 6 kills. Okay, I may have missed one. Couple of really good blocks, and digs as well. She had a couple of where did she come from digs that were amazing in this, and good support from the teammates as well. Sepulveda had a couple of really good blocks, a kill, a couple of really good digs. Marquez with an ace and a block. I've got Castro with an ace and a great block. Dunlap with a kill and a block. So there was some good play on behalf of Lovington, just not enough, not consistently enough to put it together to win a set or to be able to win this overall against Artesia. But they showed up pretty well. Artesia made more errors than I thought they would. They had some unforced errors. They also had some service errors. Leon had the most kills for Artesia. I've got her down for 8. I've also got Villa with 3 kills, Johnson with a kill. So Artesia, are they strong? Are they a good team? Yes, very good. But Lovington battled well tonight. They should be proud of how they showed up, and they should be able to take some confidence in the way they played against Artesia tonight into their next match on Tuesday when the volleyball playoffs start.
Well, not playoffs yet. We
still
got district continuing
I meant
on
district,
Thursday.
yeah.
Game 2 in the district. It's been a long week already.
Yeah, I know it has. I meant district and not playoffs.
Yeah,
but I'm projecting, hoping that Lovington will be able to make playoffs. But what they want to do is that they want to show up well and take the confidence from this game into that on Tuesday, knowing that they have the real possibility of winning. Thursday. Yeah, they'll be here Thursday. Yes. We will be here on Thursday for sure, and this is what they need, was just confidence building and to play that well and to have that much improvement in some areas against Artesia has got to make them feel good, even though overall they lost tonight.
Well, and the road doesn't get any easier on Thursday night as the Lady Rams of Portales come into town, and they're one of the top teams in Class 4A as well.
So this was a really good test for Lovington and a good tune-up for that.
And they're turning the lights off on us. So.
They're blinking the lights on us anyway, so we do have to wrap up. Yeah, I've got too many games, too many scores, too many changes, the way the weather changed certain things today for Hobbs and soccer and Lovington and soccer, as I've got too much room, too much chaos going on up there. But bottom line is we'll be back here Thursday night. We know that Lovington will be here to play, hopefully bring their A game, and we will look forward to bringing you more Lovington volleyball on Thursday.
We'll be on the air around 6:30 or so, depending on when the JV game ends. So we hope to see you there on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and also on the Lovington channel from HobbsAmerica.com. For Don Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Lovington Lady Cat Volleyball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports has been brought to you by Bob's Thriftway, Devon Energy, the First American Bank of Lovington, General Welding Supply, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, the Lovington Schools, and Knoll Pharmacy. This has been an exclusive presentation of Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. So long, everybody.